Well, I mean, that's just part of it. You start that first game out, you don't know what to expect. We with new coordinators, and we feel like we've over-prepared, to be exact. But a lot of butterflies, a lot of anxiety out there. But we did, and we knew. Give them respect. We felt like that they had as good a defensive front as we're going to see. That was one of the things coming in. We knew that how good they were going to be up front defensively, and so it was going to take us a little bit to kind of settle in and find our groove. And I was pleased with the way the guys kind of settled down in there after they, kind of got the first series underneath your belt. But we just.
Can you talk about Taj?
Sorry, say it again.
I said Taj is getting himself out of trouble.
Yeah, Taj is. I thought Taj is the veteran quarterback, and that's exactly what we had to have in a guy that's been there before. That when things aren't happening, where Taj got in trouble last year when things weren't open, because you can't call the perfect play. Not everybody's been running wide open at this level, and you got to have a quarterback that understands to be able to pull the ball down and make plays with his feet. That's the thing I've been challenging from day one when we started this thing, is to be able to manage the game with your feet and your ability, and and be able to make those decisions. And so I was very pleased with Taj.
How'd you thought you about Sammy in this game, and then you got awesome plays with Andre.
And we knew with Sammy not being in, other guys were going to step up. We knew Taj Boyd needed to take a load off some of those guys as well, running the football. And he did that. I thought that Nuke Hopkins obviously had a big game. We felt like he would, especially if they gave a lot of man coverage on his side. We felt like he had to have a good game for us to kind of take the pressure off. Sharon Peaks another one, Adam Humphries is another one. Too many drop balls, though, to be honest with you, straight up. I mean, we dropped entirely too many footballs tonight, and that's something that we got to get better at, and we're going to get better at. And but I tell you what, I want to be the first to tell you that I'm extremely proud of our offensive line. That's a group that we have challenged and have been challenging from day one about playing physical. Felt like that we were too soft. There's certain points during camp, and challenging those guys, getting nasty with those guys, and really creating an identity. And it was their turn. It was time for them to step up and get some respect. It was their turn to step up and get an identity of this football team. That if we're going to win and win at the level we would expect to win at, we're going to have to run the football. And so I'm extremely proud of our offensive line.
Can you talk about that last drive? Can you talk about that last drive and kind of?
Well, the last two drives, to be exact. Like we felt it. You give them credit. I mean, they catch a tip ball interception. It should have been called. We were stopping ourselves, and we're doing that all game long. The only person that was stopping us was us. Whether drop balls, jumping off sides, having big play down the sidelines, and we ain't got a receiver lined up. He's not set. A lot of that had to do with the change of our tempo this year. We're going to such a much faster pace. Snapped the ball 91 times tonight, and so those are things that we've just got to get better at, and it comes with experience too. But when you got a veteran quarterback out there and a veteran tailback and an offensive line that's growing up, I mean that's you put the ball in those guys' hands.
Coach, you got to be on it.
Wild plays out there, keeping his back.
I'm sorry. Yes.
The way he kept his back.
Well, this is the first time you've seen Andre healthy. Andre's healthy now for the first time in probably 2 years, and I think you see that. And there's no doubt in my mind who the best player underneath this roof was tonight, without a doubt, was Andre Ellington. And he was on a mission. He was relentless, and that was something we talked about. Is you had to be relentless in everything you did, and I was proud to see that.
How proud are you of him? I mean, I'm just happy for him.
Andre was talking to me on the sidelines, just saying, "Coach, keep giving it to me, keep giving it to me, keep giving it to me." And there was no doubt in my mind the guys that the game on the line those last two drives who we were wanting to touch football, and that was 10 and 23, and get the ball to 6. So again, those guys had to step up and make plays. Extremely proud of them. But hey, what a great way to start. And that's all this is just a start. It's a great start, but it's just a start. There's a lot of big football games ahead, and so we got to get better. There's a lot of things we can get better at. And catching the ball. Entirely too many drops. Unacceptable on the drops that we had.
Would it be fair to say that